Hello everyone. I have a quick message that I wanted to share with all of you. It's something that keeps kind of coming up for me. It's something that I've been working on for the last month or so. And it's all about operating in a place of neutrality. Some people call it 0 point frequency, the void. It is basically where you are surrendered to whatever is going on in your life and you are open to infinite possibilities. You are open to allow source energy to flow through you. This is a place where you can channel information. And this is really about getting the ego completely out of the way so that your higher self can be fully integrated into your physical body and that you are truly operating from that space and that frequency where you do not have any control of situations. You are surrendered to divine timing. You are not trying to do things in order to produce a certain outcome. And it's really a lesson that I've had to learn lately. And it's something that I've gotten to the point where I think I'm getting better at it. I know there's, way more opportunities to grow. But this is something that my guides have shared with me about a year ago. And it was when I was writing my books and I was frustrated because I would get into a place where I just felt like nothing was flowing and I wanted to be able to channel all of the information without having expectations of the direction that I wanted the book to go, and just completely surrender and allow my higher self to actually write the book without my human mind, without my ego mind getting in the way. And I didn't quite understand what was going on, and I was reaching a point of massive frustration. And my guides just kept saying, you need to reach a place of 0 point or actually they really used the term neutrality. Neutrality. And I would just think, well, what do they mean? What are they talking about? Like, I am in a place of neutrality, but it wasn't until I really started tapping into that frequency that everything just started flowing. And I really have been grasping what they were trying to teach me and what it meant. And so if you are relating to any of this, if you are having some troubles letting go of expectations, especially with certain outcomes and how you want things to look, I know many of us are going through job transitions, we're going through relationship issues, we're going through a lot of different things on this earth time, or at this time on earth, because we are transitioning from an old earth into a new earth. In other words, we're going from a third dimensional reality into a fifth dimensional reality. And that requires us to operate from a place that we don't have any expectations, where we let go of control and we completely surrender and allow our higher self to make the decisions, to lead us, to guide us, and not our ego selves, not our shadow sides, not the aspect of us that wants to control the situations, that want to place all these expectations, not only on ourselves, but on other people around, on our spouses or on our children or on our bosses or whatever the situation is. It causes a lot of suffering. So once you learn to reach that point of neutrality, where you are able to tap into your higher self, where you're able to reach a point where everything just flows and you're able to trust completely the information that you're getting and not backpedaling, not trying to take control of the reins, not having your human mind, your ego mind coming in and stifling what you're supposed to be doing right now, or what the next step and what the highest good for the path that you should be walking, that is basically in alignment with your blueprint, your mission, your purpose here on earth, and what you created before you even dropped into this incarnation at this time. And I know many of you are probably going through a lot of pains or hurts, frustrations, and all of that. And what's really helped me get through all of these times, it's really dense energies. It's, it's hard, it's intense. And what's helped me is completely letting go of how I wanted my life to look I'm planning a move, an out-of-state move, and my ego mind wants to control the timing of it, wants to control exactly where I'm going to live, what town, what house, and it causes a lot of stress, and I don't even know exactly when I'm going to be making the move. And so I've learned to have to just completely surrender, because my guides keep telling me, you will know. There will be, events that happen in your life, and you will just know, everything has to be in alignment. And so when you follow that and you surrender to that, then the universe is able to collaborate with you and your higher self, and doors open, opportunities show up, and everything starts to flow easily and effortlessly. So it's when we get in the way of allowing that connection, and allowing our higher self to lead the way. And, we want to jump in front of it, and we want to control it all the time. So another example is my books. And when I was writing my books, I was explaining how the flow was just like cut off, because I was so wrapped up in the direction that I wanted the book to go, what I wanted the layout to be. And I was very wrapped into what I thought this book needed to be about. But little did I know that my higher self and my guides had a plan, and there was already a plan. It was already in the blueprint that I was going to write this book. In another parallel life, it was already published. And what I needed to do was just completely let go of everything that I expected it to be, and the timing of when it was going to be published, who the publisher was going to be, the literary agent. I mean, there's a whole thing. If any of you have ever written a book, there's so much process to it all. And you create your own reality with your thoughts. So when you're in that energy and in that frequency of controlling and trying to lay out how you want everything to be, and this is how we're taught in this third dimensional world, you end up suffering, because you're not able to get the information and trust, or decipher which is coming from the ego, which is coming from your higher self. And it just starts to feel really yucky, and start to feel like you don't know what your next step is supposed to be. You don't even know what you're supposed to be doing with your life. And you just really lower your vibration, and it really starts to make things very difficult, and it's completely unnecessary. The timing of everything right now and what the earth is going through, there's things that are playing out that need to happen for pathways to open up for each of you. And know that if you're feeling intuitively that you need to shift jobs, if you're feeling intuitively that, maybe it's time to leave a relationship or make that big move, write that book, whatever it is, follow what you are feeling, and then allow yourself to stay in alignment with that frequency of feeling good. So always check in to see, is this feeling good, or is this feeling like giving me anxiety? Is this feeling like I'm just confused? Am I waking up at middle of the night worried and all of that? Because if it feels good and if it's in alignment, then that is your higher self leading you and guiding you. The only thing getting in the way is your ego mind, is your human mind, is the worry, is the stress, is the fears of, like if you're moving, you place all of this worry, and you have the financial stress of things, or you have the job replacement that you need to find, or whatever that is, and it creates a world or a reality of fear sometimes. And so then that manifests into your life, and that makes it more difficult to follow your true path, to follow the blueprint, your organic timeline of where you're meant to go, and where the universe, like I said, opens up the doors, and life becomes, operating in a place of flow. And this is the life, and this is the energy, this is the frequency that we are meant to be, that we are gifted with, to operate in this fifth dimensional world that we're going through. So we're in training right now. We're in a place that we need to learn these lessons so that we can enjoy life. We can tap into, the easy and effortless flow where you feel totally in alignment, where you're following your intuition, where things are showing up for you and doors are opening and everything just seems to be working out and you are happy, you are aligned, and you're feeling really wonderful and great about the decisions that you're making. So this is what the 0 point frequency, the state of neutrality, that is really important to learn to surrender to, and so you can be on that path and create the reality and the life that you want to create.